Saturday, she'll be taking part in Fashion Rocks at Melbourne's Crown to raise money for Kids Helpline. Before touring, she'll be in March 15 in Perth, March 17 on the Gold Coast, March 19 and 20th at Sydney, and March 21 at the Palladium in Melbourne. Please welcome to Rove Live, Lisa Marie Presley. How are you?
I'm good.
Feeling good?
Yeah. You told me to go easy on you.
Yes.
Why? What do you think I was going to do?
I thought you were just going to come out and just maul me. Start swinging punches, that kind of thing.
Right.
Now, I guess the question you've probably been asked a thousand times on this current tour, 36, and the album's just out now. Right. Why take so long? Or why now?
Probably just I wasn't ready. I mean, I just, needed to devote myself and my time properly into doing it right. So, I also had very young children.
So was it something that you enjoyed doing, or was it something that you felt you had to do to get it out?
Which part?
Getting the album out.
I felt I had to. I mean, you mean timing-wise?
Well, just is it something that, working on the album, because I know there were some of the songs on the album, for example, you rewrote 4 times.
Right.
So was it something that you were holding off on doing? And, because I would think the longer you leave it, the more expectation there might be.
I think it was just, honestly, just production and me being crazy and neurotic and anal.
That I can relate to.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm a very neat person. Are you anal in that regard, that you like to keep everything neat and tidy and clean and organised?
Completely the opposite of that. I'm not neat and tidy. I'm a wreck.
So in what ways are you anal then?
Work-wise.
No,
work-wise.
Yeah, work-wise?
Yeah.
So are you very hard on yourself as a writer, as a performer?
Extremely.
Now, what about your kids? Would you say, are they some of your harshest critics?
They, yeah, no, they're really honest with me though. I mean, they're good with telling me what's what. I know, if I play them a song I just wrote and they want to hear it again, it's good. Otherwise, if they go, that's good, it's cool, and then they never bring it up again, I know that it's not good. So I sort of judge it off of them.
Now, was there ever any plan that you would do anything other than sing?
No. No. I sort of was singing when I was 2.
I know your first album offer came up when you were a teenager. Why wasn't it something that you accepted back then?
Wasn't ready. Wouldn't have been focused enough, I don't think.
And what were you actually like as a child, as a young girl? Because I've heard you describe yourself as a brat before.
I had my moments, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I went through various phases like most people. Rebellious teen, misunderstood, miserable, angstful, happy, I don't know. I was everything.
Why would you have been miserable?
You just get into that teen thing. Nobody understands you. It's nothing abnormal, I don't think.
So what about high school? Because I know your mother was trying to put you into a celebrity high school, which you weren't going to have a bar of.
No, that didn't work very well. No, I was miserable there. God, it was really stuffy, it was very French, everyone was very, wealthy and famous, and I didn't do well at all there. I sort of she put me in a little tiny school that was barely standing, and I did really well there.
So what was the brattiest thing you did as a child?
Oh, God, the brattiest thing, I don't know. I can't remember right now. I think I've worn that. God, what did I do? I don't know. I can't say the stories.
Oh,
they're bad.
That's the kind of stories you want to hear. What about the chasing peacocks at home?
Yeah, horses.
Because you guys had peacocks, and you used to chase them around. Is that true?
That is correct.
And not just on foot either.
No, on a golf cart. Well, I had them, and there were horses and peacocks, and I was bored, and I had a lot of friends, and we didn't know what else to do with ourselves. Or we'd run over frogs. That's not nice.
Just on the golf cart, you just...
And then go back and look at it.
Well, that's all right. Now, are frogs, are these pestilent frogs?
No,
we've got cane toads here in Australia that we would hit with a golf club if anyone had the opportunity to.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, they were sweet, little innocent wildlife frogs.
Now, you've got a peacock now. Honky, do you chase him around at home?
I lost him.
Oh, what happened to
I don't know
Honky?
where he went. He lived on my roof for a while. And
Was he actually your pet?
Yeah, he was.
Lisa Marie, how do you lose a peacock?
Well, see, only I can pull that one off. I don't know. He jumped the fence and ran off to someone else's property, I think, maybe.
Now, do you get back to Graceland much? Because I know, I mean, you kind of run Graceland now, or you're part of the administration that look after the property, the estate. So do you go back from time to time?
I do. Like 2 or 3 times a year I go back.
Is it strange to go back to your home that you grew up in and see it laid out like a museum and have visitors walking in?
You know, I kind of got used to the idea of that at a very early age, so no.
Because what did visitors used to come in when you were a child?
Yeah, very early. But, you know, now I go in at night usually, so it's quiet and there's no one in there.
What's the craziest thing you've done after hours in the Graceland residence?
Oh, God.
Run over frogs again? Just get out the golf cart?
No, I mean, we went on my last tour, we went through Memphis or somewhere nearby, and the band and I went up there and were playing a Red Rover on the back lawn and got drunk and started demolition derbying the golf carts. And, you know, there were people coming to the show that were out at the front gate sort of watching us just tear the yard apart. It was terrible. But anyway, that's what I used to do as a kid. That was what everyone used to do. It wasn't just me.
It must be tempting sometimes when you go back to Graceland, and especially if there's a tour actually on, because I know there's certain areas of the house that the general public aren't allowed to go and have a look at. Right. They're out of bounds. It must be tempting, because you can, just to sort of step through the ropes and open up a door and just go, wow, if you could see what's in here.
No, no, maybe.
Maybe. Now, something I do want to touch on, but not for the reasons everybody else does, but the environment that you grew up in, because you were probably under the spotlight all the time, and since day one, would that have been correct? Constantly, the media constantly having attention on you. Mm-hmm. Was that part of the reason that you probably found a bit of a kindred spirit with Michael Jackson, because he had a similar upbringing and the two of you together could relate to that kind of thing?
Quite possibly, yeah. I would say so.
Did it make things worse, in a sense, that the combined media interest in each of you individually combined together made things more difficult?
Explosive, yeah. It was terrible. Terrible combination of that. Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot with any kind of celebrity that the tabloid media, the paparazzi, seem to follow people around everywhere. Is there anything you guys can do? It seems like you guys don't have any rights in that kind of situation. Yeah,
it gets a little crazy. I don't know. I kind of just have to set up my life in such a way that I'm not, you know, try to stay as normal and quiet as possible. But, you know, if you go out there, I live in LA, so they're kind of everywhere. So a lot of people live there.
Well, one last thing I do want to end on too, just looking in the album, in the liner notes inside the sleeve, oh, no. And I did like this little comment here. It was a little message you wrote for your brother.
Oh, Jesus.
Which says, I thank you for being so cute and for seemingly liking being my brother, even though you get mad every time there are helicopters over your house because your sister got another divorce. Now, I think that's fantastic. That's the kind of sense of humour that we as Australians really appeal to. Is it something that in your life you found very important to have a sense of humour? I think I just yeah, you have to. You have to, or you're dead. You have to, you know, or you're miserable, right? Yeah. Undoubtedly. No, I totally agree with that. Well, the album is out now. It's To Whom It May Concern, and she's touring nationally. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Marie Presley. Thank you, Lisa. Real pleasure. Thanks very much. We're back with Blink 182.